Ma'am, shall we start the session, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. We thank you all for accepting our invitation and came here to attend our day 4 of International Faculty Development Program. To begin with, let's start the session with prayer. Let's all close our eyes. God, our loving Father, we thank you for the day you have given to us. We thank you for the day grace showered upon us. Bless us today's session. Bless all the participants. Let them gain knowledge and wisdom. Bless our resource person. May your grace showered upon her. May all what we do, let your name alone be glorified. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. To welcome our resource person, now I call upon Mr. Sakifa Siddiqa, Department of Corporate Secretariship.
Thank you, Anji sir. It is an it's an absolute delight to welcome you all for this faculty development program. Today is the day 4, and today's session is going to be SPSS. Today it's just another academic gathering, and it's a celebration of ideas, innovation, and inspiration. We are privileged to have with us Dr. G. Maheshwari, Assistant Professor in the Department of Commerce from Madras Christian College. She has 17 years of experience in teaching in various colleges. She has presented many papers in international, national level seminars, conference, and workshop. She has published more than 20 papers in various journals, and she has received MCC Alumni Research Publication Award. I welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
I hand over this session to Maheshwari, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Uh, I thank the organizing committee for giving this opportunity to me. So today's session, introduction to SPSS. So before that, I want to say some information, give information about the data analysis. Okay, I'll share. Already I shared. Now I'll share the screen. Ma'am, is it visible, right?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes. Okay, I'll start today's session with a quote. Data will talk to you if you are willing to listen. Okay. So why the data is important nowadays? Whether as an academicians we are giving the importance to data to analyze, to publish the papers and to complete our doctoral degree. For that, majority as an academician, we are using this. Apart from this, every place, wherever you go or wherever, whatever it is, industries, companies, organization, every place we have to analyze the data. Even in a supermarket also, they are using the data analysis. Why means from the data analysis only, they are identifying the customer preferences. Nowadays, we are saying that is the data analytics. Okay, it is a now in boom. The data analytics field is a evolving field. Okay, so now we'll go into the research process. So in the research process, the data analysis is an important stage. Why it is an important stage? We are saying means we are collecting the data. After that, we are converting the data into the meaningful information. Simply collection of data is not enough. Okay, simply I have collected the data is not enough. We have to say what is the information through the data we are conveying to the society. So that's why we are using the data analysis. So it helps the researcher to answer the various research questions and to test the hypothesis what they have framed for their study. The next one, meaning of data analysis. So it's a definition given by Herlinger. That is the data analysis is the categorizing, ordering, manipulating, and summarizing of data to obtain the answer to the research question. So what is the problem you have framed to for your PhD or whatever it is a paper? So you have frame the number of questions. So that number of questions you have to categorize, then order, then you have to manipulate, then you have to summarize the data, then you have to analyze with the help of various softwares, like various softwares available, that is SPSS, Jamovi, Python, R programming. So various tools are available to analyze the data. So majority we are using the SPSS because it is a user friendly. So Jamovi and all now we started to use, but it is not that much friendly when compared to the SPSS. Then while we are analyzing, that is to summarize and simplify data and identify the patterns and relationships, how the data is spots. Okay, like for that we can analyze. Then we can test our hypothesis. From the testing, we can draw the conclusions about our topic, and after that we can provide the empirical evidence. So nowadays, why that is, it helps to provide empirical evidence means nowadays the publisher is asking what are the tests you have given in your paper. They are asking show the evidence. So you have to send the data sheet for them. Okay. So if the data sheet and the results what you have shown in your paper in the table or interpretation, it is same or not. If it is any differences, definitely they will ask you to clarify. Then why it is important? So it gives a meaning of the collected data, and it verifies the hypothesis and theory. So we have framed the theories also. So in the theories also we can validate the with the help of the data analysis. Then it is supports, it gives the evidence to take a decision. Then it is always it gives a reliability. So it's in the case of reliability, we can check. So whatever the data you have collected with the help of the instruments like questionnaire or survey or whatever it is, various methods are available. So whatever you have collected, we can check the reliability. So in the reliability also very important. So whether you are going to apply any statistical test, before that you have to check your data whether it's giving a reliability or not. So reliability means it is a consistency should be there in your data. If the consistency is not there, definitely we won't get reliability. Okay, so if it is reliability is not there, means definitely we can't draw a conclusions correctly. We can't get the correct decisions. Then what is the data analysis is processes there. So first data preparation. So after collection of data, so before going to use a statistical test, we have to arrange the data. That is first you have to prepare the data. That is editing and coding. So we are collecting the data nowadays in the Google form. We'll create the questionnaire and we'll send the respondents, and we will get the responses. After that you can download in Excel. So if it is having qualitative data means you have to edit. Suppose if you are giving a gender, that is male and female, so you are asked to that question, so they will fill male or female. So in that case, in the Excel sheet, it is applicable male and female, male, female, like that. Suppose you have collected 200 respondents, if it is there. So for the data analysis, when you are going for when you are go to use such software like SPSS and all, that qualitative data is not acceptable. We have to recode it. Okay, in the SPSS also we can recode it, but before that in Excel itself we can do. It is very easy to transfer the data to the Excel from the SPSS. Okay, that is the editing and coding we have to do. Suppose if any mistakes, if any respondents didn't fill the form correctly, means we can adjust, we can adjust like that. That we can do in the editing and coding process. Then classification and tabulation. So we can group the data, name, age. Then what are the questions you have asked, that is consumer behavior or satisfaction. We can like that group the data. Then we transfer the data to the software. Then we can analyze with the help of the statistical test. So statistical test we have like descriptive statistics and the inferential statistics. Okay, that we can apply based on our questionnaire. So what are the tests is suitable for our questionnaire, we can decide the test. Then after that, after applying the test, we'll get the output. Then from the output we can read the report and we can prepare the results and interpretations. Then we have the different types of data analysis, that is descriptive analysis, inferential analysis, then predictive analysis, then prescriptive analysis. So these are the type of data analysis is available. Descriptive analysis means it is like measures of central tendency, what we have studied in the statistics, that is mean, median, mode, standard deviation, like that. That is the descriptive analysis. Inferential analysis, like that also we have studied in statistics, like correlation, regression, and all we have studied. That is the inferential analytics. So in the descriptive analysis, we can't frame hypothesis. Okay, it is a data, categorical data and the nominal data for descriptive analysis. That is nominal data or categorical data, we can use only the mean frequencies or percentage. Okay, suppose if it is a ordinal data you are having, ordinal data means for that you can check mean, frequencies, percentage, mean, standard deviation, like that you can check. In the inferential test, in the inferential statistics, we can apply like t-test, ANOVA, correlation, then parity test, like that we can apply. Okay, so then predictive analysis, that is the regression analysis. Prescription analysis, what is the how that is Amos or SEM, like that we can do that. Okay, the next one. So what are the software now it is available for the data analysis? The famous one is the SPSS, then SAS, R, Excel, Tableau, Power BI, Python, SQL, Vivo, Atlas, everything is available. But if you are going for the free software, it is limited. The data is limited. We can't input, we can't store the large data for analysis. So when we have a paid version, at that time only we can use for the large data. Suppose if you are using 200 or 300, you can use for the movie and all, we can use very easy. But while making the test, we should be very careful. In the dialog box and that will appear. In that dialog box, we have to select the correct questions and all. Then only you will get the output properly. Then how we'll present our analysis, that is we can use a tables, graphs and charts, and we can use quantitative and qualitative results. That is the table form. In the quantitative, in the qualitative results, we will interpret the table. After that, we will find out the findings, that what it is aligned with our research objective. So from this we can present our analysis. Then the same way, whatever advantages we have in the data analysis, we have a challenges also. Suppose if our data is incomplete, means we can't run the test sometimes. In the SPSS also, we can't run the test. Then sometimes we will select the wrong analysis technique. Sometimes we'll select wrong analysis techniques, means wrong test. Like that we will select. So in that also, if you are selecting the wrong test, it won't give the correct result to your research question. And for the data analysis also, we need the statistical skill. So statistical skill means in the output, what are things we have to consider, what are things we have to take to the report, everything we should know. Then only it will be very helpful to make the interpretation effectively. Then we have the data privacy and ethical concerns also is there in the data analysis. So, and finally we can say it is a data analysis is the backbone of research. It turns data into scientific conclusion because it supports, it's also a evidence for your research, and it enables discovery of insights and validation of theories. The next I'll show you move to the topic introduction to SPSS. Introduction to SPSS. So SPSS, we all know that is the statistical package for the social sciences. It is a software used to manage the data and statistical analysis, and we can represent in the graphs. That it is widely used in research, business and social sciences. Then why it is important? It helps analyze the complex data easily and accurately. So whatever data, how much data you load in SPS, it will give the results. Then it is used in research, business and analytics, education and various fields we are using in the SPSS. It supports the decision making through the data driven insights. Then next we will see what are the components are there in the SPSS. Participant, is it audible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So in the SPSS, we have the components like data view and the variable view. So these are the two important views. So in the data view, it displays the data values in the numerical form. So in the data view, if you are not having a numerical form, we are not able to apply the test. We are not able to run the test, not apply. We are not able to run the test. So in the SPSS, you should have only the numerical data. Okay. So in the variable view, it shows what are the data we are having. It means what are the questions you have in the questionnaire, like name, qualification, income, occupation. Then what are the questions you have asked regarding the customer satisfaction, usage of payments, like that various questions you have, that it will show in the variable view. Okay, so these two views are important. So while importing or entering the data in the SPSS, we have to check first the variable view. Okay, in the variable view, we have to check the labels and the values. Okay, the questions, what are the questions we have asked? For that, we have to assign the value. If you are not assigning the value also, we can't able to run the test in the SPSS. Then it will show the output, whatever output we are asking. If you are asking that we are asking with the chart, definitely it will give the output with the chart. Simply if it is a table output, it will give the table. Then it is allows also writing the coding also. The next one, data entry. So how to enter the data in the SPSS? In the two way we can do the entries in the SPSS. The one way is directly entering the data into the SPSS. Okay, so you have to open the SPSS and you have to open the variable view. In the variable view, it will, you have to type one by one what are the questions you have in the questionnaire. Then it is decimal points and with the height, everything will be there. Then labels, values, then measurement. Okay, so these are the things are there in the SPSS that you have to define in the SPSS if you are entering the data SPSS directly. Suppose if you are importing the data from Excel or CSV or otherwise sites, you have to check in the Excel sheet itself, it is the data or in numerical form. Okay. If it is not numerical form, suppose if you have collected the questionnaire, generally will ask the last question, give your suggestion, give your opinion on that, like that. So it will be in the qualitative form. Okay, so if it is in the qualitative form, it will export. We can export the data with the qualitative form to the SPSS, but in the analysis, it is difficult. So with the qualitative form, we can analyze. Okay, the next one. So after the data entry, once you have entered, after that, you have to check the reliability test first. Okay, so reliability test, why we need the reliability test? And another test also we are having, that normality test. So normality test and reliability test. So better always check the reliability test. Normality test, when your sample size is large, definitely the data will in it'll be in the normal distribution. So we all, I think all know normal distribution means it is a bell-shaped curve, correct? Bell-shaped curve. It means it is the data is fall in the normal distribution. Okay. So if it is a normal distribution, we can use the parametric test. Generally, normality test we will do to select the statistical test whether we want to go the parametric test or non-parametric test. Okay, if you want to go to the parametric test, the data should be in a normal distribution. And the non-parametric, if it is no normal, the data is no normal. So when it will be no normal, it is very some 30, 50, 70 data and all, it won't be a normal. So if you are having a sample size, large sample size, definitely it will show the normality in the data. Okay, so whether it is normality or non-normality, you have to check the reliability test. So in the reliability test, we are checking that the questionnaire is valid and the responses all have consistency and stability for each questions, like that we have to check. So that is the reliability test we have to run first for our data. So in the reliability test, in the output we get the chronofact alpha value. If it is chronofact alpha values is 0 to 1, that is If it is 0. 0.5, more than 0. 0.5, it is good. More than 0. 0.8, it is excellent. So at least it should be 0.03. Then only you can continue. Otherwise, you have to withdraw your questionnaire. Again, you have to check, and again you have to collect the responses. So this is the reliability test is first important for all, whether it is a paper, publication of paper or PhD thesis. Then, so that I have given. So in SPSS, this is the most often done using chronofag alpha reliability test. Common measure will say that is chronofag alpha. Values ranges from 0 to 1. The higher values indicate. So in the while applying this chronofag alpha test, that is the chronofag alpha reliability test, you have to move what are the variables you are having. Uh, don't add that demographic variables. So other variables like questions, 5 point Likert squares questions and all, if you are having in the questionnaire, move that variables, all the variables, and you can check. So what are the, it will show how many items is considered and how many items is not valid, and total what is the chronofag alpha value for your variables, everything it will show in the output. So the higher values indicate the greater reliability. That is, I have said it should be at least 0. 0.3. Then only you can continue. If it is above 0. 0.5, it is good. Above 0. 0.8, it is excellent. So no need to modify any data, questionnaire and everything. You can continue your research. Then next one, we have to select the statistical data to apply for our data. Okay, so what are the data we have collected? That is, we edited, coded, and everything we have done. After that, we have to select the data. So already I said in the SPSS we have the scale of measurement in the variable B. Okay, so we all know that is three scale of measurement is there. One is nominal, another one is the ordinal, another one is the scale. So these three types of measurement is available in the SPSS. So one is nominal. So when we'll say it is a nominal means there is no values, there is no order we are having to assign the values for such things are the nominal. So generally the demographic profiles falls under the nominal category, that is age, gender, qualification, occupation, income, family size, everything, the demographic profile, everything will come under the nominal. Then ordinal. So ordinal means we are following such an order, like 5 point Likert scale. Example, 5 point Likert scale. So 5 point Likert scale will assign 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Suppose if it is highly satisfied, we'll assign 5. Highly, next is satisfied 4, neutral 3, dissatisfied 2, highly dissatisfied 1. So such an order we are following. You can ask for the nominal also. We are having 1, 2 and all like that. Okay, but there is no meaning for that 1, 2 and all. For our remembrance purpose only, we are assigning the values gender 1, male 1, female 2, age first group is 1, second group is 2, like that we are, because for that nominal we are going to identify only the how many respondents are falls under male, how many responses falls under female, and what is their percentage, how many are falls under that age group, this age group, like that we are going to follow. For that and all, we are not going to apply any statistical like median and mean, that we are not going to use. Okay, so where we'll use this mean, median and standard deviation and all means only with the ordinal and the scale. So ordinal I have given example, that is the 5 point Likert scale, that is the ordinal, or scale, that also we can scale. So when we say scale means what are the values you are collecting originally. Say in example, if I am asking what is your age, okay, so you say the age is 18, my age is 19. So at that time, that is the original value of us. It is a scale. We can say it is a scale. Okay. Whether if you are grouping that age groups is 18 to 20, 20 to 25. So at that time, it is a nominal. If you are asking what's your age, that is the scale. The same way, height, weight, shoe size, everything, it is a scale. Okay, so these are the measurement is very important. So after entering data, after assigning the values, you have to give the measurement first. So demographic profile and all, it is a nominal. What are the 5-point scale questions you are having? That is under ordinal. Okay, if you are having the whole questionnaire, if you are having the full 5-point scale, Likert scale question, means it is fully ordinal only. We are not having any scale. Okay, so when we have the scale means you can change the ordinal measurement into scale. Okay, some in some tests, suppose if you want to apply correlation and all, definitely you should have a scale. Okay, so in that situation you can convert the ordinal into scale. So for that we have to find out the total for each variable, then find out the whole over total for all variable, then it will become a scale. So at that time automatically the measurement won't be changed. So we have to change. Okay, when we are converting the ordinal into scale, we have to change. The result will come in another, then we have to make the changes. Suppose if we want to make changes, suppose, so already I said ordinal to scale, and scale to nominal also it is possible. So scale to nominal also is possible. So how we'll convert means, if we want to convert the scale into nominal means you have to find out the quartiles, what we have studied in statistics. For that, we have to find out the quartiles. Okay, so through that we can convert. So after that, we can apply various inferential statistics like correlation and all. We can give only for the scale variables only. Okay, if you are just always don't apply correlation and regression with the ordinal and all, that measurement is very important with apply with the scale. Then another one is if you are going for chi-square test. If you are going for chi-square test, it should be a nominal. So immediately we all design gender, age, not like that. Okay, so that is the ordinal questions we can convert to scale, then scale to nominal, then we can apply for the chi-square test, whether independence, goodness of it, or the test of attributes, like that we can decide. The next one, that is how to select the statistical test for our data. Okay, so already I said we have parametric test and the non-parametric test. So parametric test generally will apply, and non-parametric test also there is there, like Friedman test, Wilhelmsen test, man Whitney U test, then chi-square test. Chi-square test also comes under the non-parametric test only. So remaining we have parametric test like t-test, then ANOVA, then paired t-test, then correlation, regression we have like that. Okay. So in the first one is the first parametric test is t-test for single mean. Okay. So t-test for single mean means only one questions we are going to consider for that. So that is the requirements is number of variables is 1. Then the variable may be a ordinal or scale. Okay, so after completing this, I will show you how to perform this test in the SPSS. Then second parametric test is t-test for two means or independent sample t-test. That is independent sample t-test. Okay, for this the requirements is number of variables is 2. The first variable should be nominal with 2 groups. Then second variable is ordinal or scale. Okay. So here the scale of measurement is ordinal or scale. So the first variable to perform this test for two means or independent sample t-test, we can consider the nominal as gender. Okay. So gender we can consider first variable, and the second variable any 5-point Likert scale questions you can consider. Then next one is the paired t-test. Okay, so paired t-test also we have need two variables with the equal weightage. Okay, when we'll apply this paired t-test means before and after. I'll say demonetization. Before demonetization, what is the usage pattern of digital payments? After demonetization, what is the usage pattern of that digital payments. Like that, we can compare. Okay, before, after. The same customer satisfaction before purchasing, after using. We can, so that is only one condition, we should have an equal weightage. Means that is the ordinal question, 5-point Likert scale question. In that both question we have equal variables. The first question, before usage, digital pay, before demonetization, usage pattern of digital payment method, how many things you are having, that is 5 means the after also the same 5 you should have, then only you can apply for the paired t-test. Okay, so in this case the first variable also ordinal or scale and second variable also ordinal or scale. That's why we are saying that is the two variables with the equal weightage. The next parametric test is one way ANOVA. That is requirements also two variable. The condition is first variable is nominal with more than two groups. So we can perform for age, qualification, occupation, monthly income, family size. We can apply. That's the first variable. And the second variable also it is a ordinal or scale. So generally it will the ordinal or scale measurement only. Okay. The next one, descriptive statistics. Generally, we'll use descriptive statistics like mean, median, mode, standard deviation and all. So how to perform that? That is analyze descriptive statistics. You can use for frequencies or descriptives. Then inferential statistics. We have like t-test, ANOVA and correlation and regression. These are all the parametric tests. These things only I am going to perform. So we can use bar chart, pie chart and histograms, and wherever it is applicable, you can decide the chart for your data. Then how to interpret the output. Okay. So after data analysis, the output preparation and the interpretation is very important. So report, how to show our data analysis report, that is important. You can show the output by having tables, charts and the test result. Okay, so the first key element when you are applying the inferential statistical, that is statistical test like t-test, ANOVA, correlation, regression and all, the interpretation value is there. So you have to consider the p value, that is a significant value is very important. After that, the mean differences, then correlations and coefficients. Everything is between 0.0002 to 0.10. The level of significance is highly significant. Okay, so our data is highly significant. So in that case, we have to reject null alternative hypothesis. So when you are writing in the report, in the table, the p value is, if it is the result shows 0.000, you have to denote as, sorry. So in the p value, we have to see if it is 0.000, we have to denote as less than 0.001. Okay, so if you are getting the p values between 0.000 to 0.010, it is your data is highly significant. What are the variables you have considered? Between 0.011 to 0.050, the level of significance is significant at 5% level. That is, we reject the null hypothesis at 5% level. It means it is nothing. The error we are accepting, that is at 1% or 5%, we are accepting, we are considering the error will be there at, for only 5%, remaining 95% is correct. Only 1%, remaining 99% is correct. Suppose if it is a p-value lies between 0.051 to 1.00, it is a not significant. So at that time, this we have to accept the null hypothesis at 5% level. Okay, now I'll show you how to perform the test in the SPSS. So I'll show you how to export the data from Excel to SPSS. Okay. So I have some data. Now I'll open SPSS. Okay. So this is the SPSS screen. So I want to open the Excel file. Okay, import the Excel file. Open data. So I have to select where I have the place I have in this job. Example data. Okay. See, example data I have in Excel. Okay, example data I have in. Suppose if I have in Excel, you have to select the file, then only it will come. Otherwise, automatically it will give the data in SPSS. It will ask like this, just give OK. Participant, is it visible? Screen? Full screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay. So this is the data I have. Yes, thank you, ma'am. It is the data I have exported from the Excel to SPSS. Okay. See the gender. Generally, will say 2, 1. We have assigned the value male and female. Then age, we have 4 groups and things like that. We have see the points and all it's there. Okay, but in Excel it is not points and all not there. Okay, in Excel points and all not there. See how it come, how we export it. All points, but numerical data only the numerical data. I don't have any qualitative data. Okay, only numerical data. So it's showing with the points. Why it's showing with the points? Now we move to the variable view. So in the variable view, it's a name. It means V1. It's a variable 1 means it's a question. What is the question? You have in the questionnaire. First question, it is a gender, age. So what are the questions you are having? You can give here. Gender, age. See, it is gender, age, occupation, education, income like this. The question is there. So in the variable view, you can give. Then type. Then with the decimals, so decimal should be 0. Decimal should be 0. If it is not 0, it will come with the decimal. Okay. The type we can change it to the number. It is a string. Change it to the number. Okay. Then now you can see the data view. First one is automatically changed. The point is not there. Okay. So always change in the number. So go to the variable view, copy this numeric and paste this for all. So I have near 117 question, 117 variables like that I have. So this is and all, no need to bother with the decimals and all, with and all, no need to bother. Decimal always should be 0, and the label means what is the questions you have. What are the questions? This is A1 is the, I think, gender of the variable 1. Okay, just give gender of the respondents. Here, how you want to get in the report, the same way you can type gender of the respondents. Here, the second one is age of the respondents. This is the title of the table actually. Age of the respondents. Like that, you can give the questions. What are the questions you have in the questionnaire? You can give the title in the label. And the next one is the values. This is very important. If you are not assigning values, definitely we can't run the test. Okay. So value, gender, we have two options. One is male and another one is female. Any value you can assign, 3, 4, 5, whatever values you want, you can assign. Generally, why we are assigning 1, 2, and to remember. For that only we are assigning. So the value, just give 1, and the label male, add, plus add. Then 2, label female, add, and give OK. Okay, like that you have to add for all values. And for age and all, I have to check the question, then only I can give. 1 minute, I'll show the questionnaire example. So age is given 21 to 30. First option is assign 21 to 30. Value 1, 21 to 30, add. Then 2, 31 to 40. 2, 31 to 40. 3, 41 to 50. 4, 51 and above. Okay. 4, 51 and above. Okay. So like that you have to add and press OK. So values are assigned. So likewise you have to assign values or on the variable 7, it is a 5-point Likert scale. 9 statements and other questions comes in 9 statements. That is the variables, 9 variables. One question comes as 9 variables. So it is a 5-point Likert scale questions. So what are the questions they have asked, whether awareness questions or familiarity, whatever it is. So with that you have to assign the value. Suppose if it is they have asked about the awareness, highly aware to least aware, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, like that you have to assign the values. Okay, so this is the way you can assign the values, and this is all the nominal. So whatever the data you have, demographic profile and all, everything is a nominal. If it is a 5-point Likert scale, it is a ordinal. Generally we won't have a scale in our questionnaire. Okay, after collection of data, we have to convert the ordinal into scale, then convert the scale into nominal. Okay, that is for the ordinal question. Okay, so this is the way we have to enter the data in the SPSS. So if you are, I exported the data, Excel data to the SPSS. Suppose if we want to enter the data directly in the SPSS also possible. So for that, first you have to open the variable view. You have to type what are the questions and what are the labels, then assign the values, then by one you can enter the data. So it's my suggestion, always have the data in the Excel. Then only it is very easy. Sometimes in the Excel also you can make analysis. So always have the data in Excel. From the data you can export easily. Then just change the label, just give the label and just assign the values. It is very easy to apply the test. Okay. Already I have data in SPSS that I will show you. Okay. See, I have data in SPSS. The same questions. Okay, so this is already Excel data. I exported into SPSS and assigned the values also. This is a variable view. I assign the value C and the scale measurement. This is a demographic question, first six. Then remaining all 5-point Likert scale question. After that, I converted the ordinal into scale by calculating the total of this. Okay, that we have. So total means each questions I said each question they have 9 variables. For that 9 variables they have total. Okay, then only it will convert into scale. So if you want to convert scale, we have to if we want to convert scale into nominal, we have to calculate the quartiles. That not done. Okay, so it will take time for the quartiles and all. It will take time. Just now I will show you how to check. So after entering data, how to check the reliability. So no need to check the normality because it's a large data only. See the data view. How many data I am having? Near 200. Yes, near 200 data I am having. So no need to check the normality. Check the reliability. So for checking the reliability, we have to use how to go the reliability test. Go to the analyze, scale, reliability test, move the variables. So what are the variables you want? So from this to so what are the questions you have in the questionnaire except the demographic 5-point Likert scale questions? You can move and check. Till 12th question I'll move. Just move the variables. So it is a measurement is ordinal. Okay. Go to the statistics. In the statistics, descriptive part that you have to select item, scale if item is deleted. Then continue. Then it is a model is chronophag alpha. Click OK. So you will get the output like this. How many items we have considered? That is a 200 responses. And the chronophag alpha is number of items, that is 50 variables. Okay, 50 variables we have considered. Then the clone of alpha is 0.941. So it is the data is very excellent. No error, no data error and all. Suppose if you are not having 200 cases, means sometimes it will show. If you have entered, uh, suppose we have entered gender 200 response, total response is 200, but in one option they didn't select one, it will show the missing cases. It will show the missing cases. So for clonal alpha, you no need to show this items and that. Though no need to show this item and that. Just give this is enough. Reliability statistics, clonal alpha 0.941, number of items is 50. So based on that, you can write the results for reliability test. For that also, I'll show you the report, example report also there. Organizing committee, can I take after 3 o'clock till 3:15? Organizing committee?
Ma'am, is this
Yes?
possible to speak until
Yes,
3:10,
it's
ma'am?
visible. Visible. I have asked, can I continue after 3 o'clock also?
Okay,
Or
ma'am. 3:10. You can continue until 3:10, ma'am.
3:10. Okay, okay.
Thank you.
Okay. See, I'll show you the reliability test. See the clone of alpha. So here they have moved a number of variables, 111 variables. It is about 0.965. I moved 50 variables. It showed the 94 something it was showed. So based on the reliability test, you can write the interpretation. So how many items you have considered and what is your reliability coefficient value and how it is considered. It is highly significant or outstanding or excellent or good. That you have to. The responses you have to trustworthy or not. That you have to write it in the reliability test. Okay. So after reliability test, I will move single mean. Okay. Independent sample t-test that I have shown for the single mean first. Go to the SPSS, analyze. So now we are moving for the t-test for the single mean. Okay, t-test for the single mean. For that you have to go independent sample t-test. Sorry, analyze. Compare means one sample t-test. One sample t-test. So in one sample t-test, I am considering the one question that is 9 variables. It consists 9 variables. Just move, select it and move it. Just move it. Then go to the options. That is level is 95 percentage. Then plus OK. See, it is coming. One sample t-test, how many variables I have considered, then each variable, we have 200 responses, their mean and standard deviation. We can use for the mean rank analysis. Okay, mean rank analysis in statistics will do, right? Weighted average method, simple average method, the same. This is so we can use. So in this questions, the eighth questions is something they have financial literacy level familiarity. Okay, for that familiarity, they have framed near 10 variables. Among these 10 variables, and which variable they have uh, their literacy level is high. So based on mean, we can do. So we can assign the rank for this mean, and we can report in the mean rank analysis. Like that, we can prepare. Otherwise, we can use the t-test also. T-value also we can use a t-value to interpret the listen. That also we can do. Okay. The next one. So finally, I'll show you the report. How to show the report in the um, paper that I'll show. Next, this is single mean. Next, we'll see the independent sample t-test. Okay, independent sample t-test. The same way, compare means independent sample t-test. Okay, independent sample t-test. We can move another questions. That is, I said that is two variables. Independent sample t-test, we need two variables, right? So one variable should be a nominal. So we have a nominal that is gender. That is the grouping variable. So in the gender, we have to assign, define, we have to define the group. We have assigned group 1 and we have assigned the another group is 2. Okay, okay. And what are the question you want to move? For that, you can move. The same variable I move. Okay, just click OK. The same 95 percentage is there. Then click OK. Okay, see, scale. So here the group statistics is there. The group statistics is there. That is, we have null hypothesis accepted. How to perform the one-way ANOVA. So sorry, paired t-test, right? Paired t-test is there. So paired sample t-test, I said before and after, right? So both before and after, both audio deviation. If you want, write to standard deviation. One first variable is the nominal variable with more than two groups, and another variable will be the ordinal or scale. Okay. So one-way ANOVA. One-way ANOVA simply also you can give okay. Otherwise you can give post hoc. Post hoc me. Okay. So that's why it is a subset we are giving. Okay. So I will show you that output for this test in the Word document. So this is the reliability test. So before reliability test, I have used the demographic profile, that is the frequency and percentage. That is just go analyze descriptive and percentage frequency. Then you have